All right, everybody. Welcome to our Monday live. We are going a little bit early today because I have um, a bunch of things to do today, but we are going live a little bit early. We'll talk about the LA riots. We'll talk about all the things that are happening this week. So, and as always, come back with your questions. Um, you know, how do you feel about all the things that are happening? And yeah, as always, let's break it down, talk about immigration, about ICE raids. I have a few clients in LA, and it's been really a crazy, crazy past few days for sure. People being detained, the riots that are going on. This, like I said, it's only been happening for the past few days, 3 days. I think one of my clients, their business, their restaurant was raided on Friday, and a few of the employees were detained. And this happened with a few other businesses, specifically in the fashion district in LA. And then things started to escalate. People were rioting in the streets. It became more of a social movement now. It's kind of escalated, and then today Trump announced that he is going to mobilize the National Guard, which normally he had to ask permission from the governor if he needs help with the National Guard. He bypassed the governor and ordered the National Guard to come in, and that is caused even more chaos because now Governor of California is suing the Trump administration because they did something which they shouldn't have done. I think it's a violation of the 10th Amendment, and because normally they have to go to the governor first. Thanks, guys, appreciate it. And we'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens. The lawsuit was filed today. It's crazy, but this is you've got the political thing on one side, all the social protests. It's kind of like BLM style. But let's remember why this is happening, right? We remember that we've got people being taken from their businesses, from their homes. These ICE raids are really, really different. It started in San Diego. I think I posted about it. Thanks, guys. Any of you who wants to join live on TikTok, line up. I'll get you guys on the live in a minute. Anybody who wants to join on the live on Facebook, YouTube, I'm posting the link here. You can join, ask me questions. But let's talk about it. So, in San Diego, it happened about a week ago, and I posted about it, where they raided this restaurant in the middle of the evening where people were eating. They came with full battle gear with grenades. And this is what's happening right now in Los Angeles. So is this going to be a new trend where they're going to go hard after immigrants and creating chaos in the communities? And also, making people really scared and worried about being in public. And also as immigrants, we got to be thinking about, well, what happens if we go and protest? What is going to happen? Because now they have photos. Are they going to come after us? So a lot of questions that are coming up in this, what are we doing? There's a raid. What if they arrest us? Remember, we'll talk about that. I'm making a video on YouTube about this, but remember, if you are being part of a raid, if they come to your home or workplace, you don't have to answer any of the questions. You have the right to remain silent. The most important thing is do not sign any documents. Some of these documents could be voluntary departures, expedited removal things. So be careful from doing that because many people are being forced to do that. And I'm curious to know, people are watching this from all over the U.S. Let me know where you're watching this. Have you seen any of this thing happening in your neighborhoods? I am doing this streaming from San Diego, very close to LA. I just got back from New York. I've seen a bunch of ICE cars on Fifth Avenue on Saturday, the day I left New York. So it's happening in a lot of states. So how do you think about this? Just, let me know. Is your client in the process of getting detained? Do you still carry their case, Maite? So, so in my client's case, what happens is they are being detained, and we're going to start the process trying to get him a bond, and see what we can do to get him out. I think some of these people, they did have paperwork, but they're in the process of going through an immigration procedure. Maybe ICE agent didn't know. Other people, I can't really talk about what they had or not, but of course, anybody who's detained, you can still do something. You can still call an attorney, try to get you a bond. Tell you not to sign any documents. Do you know what I mean? So there are many things you can still do, even if you get detained. You can, as long as you've been in the country for more than 2 years, they can't just put you on a plane and send you away. Do you know what I mean, guys? Derek is wondering why did I start? Yeah. Well, again, the reason I started the live stream a little bit earlier is because I have some things to do afterwards. So I didn't want to miss the live stream today. So I figured I'll do it earlier, finish early, and then I still go to my meeting and still be able to share with you the information. All right, let's get some of your questions, guys. I received an I-360 approval after obtaining my R1 visa. Would applying for an EB1 conflict? No, I don't think it will conflict. In fact, because the EB4 is stuck, even if you apply for a green card in one category, you can always apply in another category, right? Like some people apply for EB5, and because the EB5 is taking forever, then they can apply for EB1, the self-petition based on your skills and accomplishments. So yeah, you can do that. I always encourage people to do it. Thanks, my friend. Appreciate it. Thanks. All right, let's take, let's see who's waiting here. We've got Leader who's waiting here. If you guys want to join me on video on TikTok, join the list. Yes, my friend. Thanks for the gifts. And where are you from and what's your question?
Yeah, no problem. Thank you so much for giving us time. My name is Mohammed. I'm from Afghanistan. I'm living in here, United States. But I have a question. I had a friend who was work with the U.S. military. He was in Afghanistan.
Okay.
He was have a com approval, but care team was help him to get out in Afghanistan. But now care team was their office was closed, and then his case was transferred to Qatar.
Okay.
And now he's waiting in Afghanistan. Care team is that. How should he get out in Afghanistan now? Is there any way?
Well, I think what he can do is he can go to a third country, right? And from that country, try to finish the rest of the process. Is he able to leave Afghanistan right now?
Yeah, he is able to leave, but the care team was helping because he was have a big family, 8 people. It's hard to get a visa for 8 people. Each visa more than $2,000.
No, I know. But they still, even though they left Afghanistan, they're still working with people. They're working. I think they're working from Dubai with people. So
they was working with him in Afghanistan last update. His case was 6 months ago.
Yeah, no, but I would get in touch with them even outside of Afghanistan because they have all the resources to help refugees. You know what I mean? They're still doing it. I mean, I had another person here who sent me a message, and he contacted them. They're based in right now. They're based in Abu Dhabi. They have an office in Abu Dhabi. So get in touch with them over there, and they'll continue with your case.
Okay, team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
All right. Get in touch with them. If you have any issues, then come back here, and I'll see what I can do.
All right. Thanks so much, man.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Tito. Appreciate it. Coptic is asking, is there an office that responds faster to EB1 visa application than other offices? No, I don't think so. I think most of them, they work the same. It depends on the officers that are processing. Right now, it doesn't really matter where you file it. All right. We've got Celestine here on YouTube that is interested in asking questions. Celestine, where are you from and what is your question?
Good morning from here. I'm from Nigeria, but based in UAE, in Dubai.
What's your name again?
My name, I from Nigeria, but I based in UAE, Dubai.
Yeah, but what is your name?
Celestine.
Celestine. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
What's your question?
So, I just have a question to ask because my visa have been because it's a sponsored visa. My visa have been sitting in a visa center for over a year and 6 months now, and I have never had anything for interview since. So I don't know if the process is still ongoing or they have stopped.
What kind of visa did you get? What kind of visa you went? Which one?
Sponsored visa.
Like an employment sponsored?
No. Marriage.
Oh, marriage to a U.S.
Yes.
citizen?
Yes.
No, marriage to a citizen, they're not stopped. It's just that because you're applying in Lagos, and Lagos is an embassy that is very backlogged. So that's why
I apply from Dubai here.
You apply from Dubai?
Yes.
Okay, so if you apply for Dubai, you just have to you have to follow up with that embassy, because if you're not in Lagos, it's a better thing for you.
Okay, so I should contact the embassy.
You should contact the embassy of Dubai over there right now. They will process applications from third countries like yours. You just have to be active on it.
Okay, it's only interview that is the thing that just.
No, I understand. I understand. That just right now, you should communicate with the embassy directly.
Okay, from Dubai or in U.S. embassy?
In Dubai, U.S. embassy in the U.S. embassy in Dubai.
Okay, I will do that. Okay, right. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, guys, let's see. We got a lot of questions here on TikTok as well. And if also, guys, if you're watching this on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and you want to get in touch with me, remember there's a phone number in the bio. We always mention it in our lives because people want to do the connect with me on the live. Send me a text and do it right now on the live so you can book your appointment. And if you are here on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, the number is right here on the screen. Send me a text right now and request a consultation and say that you are on the live, and you will get a priority. That's the best way to get in touch with me directly to book consultations. And especially right now, there's so many questions: the travel bans, the raids, what to do here, who can come to the United States. I'll answer as many questions as I can on the live, but the best thing to do is book a consultation with me. Belziang on Instagram is asking, what's the estimate for approving family petition spouse filed in February 2025? Lawyer says 17 months. It's about 22 months right now. Absolutely. Do you help clients in all 50 states? Paolo on Instagram, absolutely. All 50 states, all over the world. Immigration is federal, so we can help you guys anywhere. And there is a new thing for the past year or so, the immigration allows attorneys to appear telephonically. So essentially, I can help clients in all states and represent you at interviews by phone. I can be on the phone and the officer will patch me in, and I'll be able to represent you in any interview you go to. I'm doing this all over the country. I've been to interviews in Texas, in New York, in Florida. We've done Phoenix, all by phone, guys. And we get really good results. And if you want to do it, I highly recommend it. So this way you can work with us because you trust our services. Atias asking, is administration going for overstayed students? Let's talk about that. What's happening with overstayed policy? So I posted a video a few days ago, and I mentioned that there's a new policy started on Friday that the administration is going to go after people that overstayed. How are they going to do it? They're going to look for entry records. They're going to get records from airlines. They're going to go DMV records. They're going to go, whatever they can get their hands on, and they're going to try to scan and see, looking for people that overstayed their visas. This is because of the incident that happened with the person that attacked these protesters. So if you overstayed your visa and you're currently inside the United States, you got to take precautions. You got to try to figure out ways to get out of the overstay status. Sometimes people don't think about it. It's easy just to stay in that in that spot, but you got to think about how to get out of your undocumented status, because now the government has procedures that they are following to try to find people that overstay their visas, tourist visas, student visas, and things like that. So Nadira said, I'm trying asking questions, but Jacob doesn't answer. Nadira, I didn't see a question. But join the live right now. Request to join the video, and I'll answer your question. How do ICE know who they are deporting, or are they sorting with people with color? So that's a good question. So ICE, what they do is they work on certain levels, right? They have tips. So how do they find people? How do ICE engage in this enforcement? They usually get tips. When they raid businesses, they usually work on tips. They do some investigation, and then they decide, okay, it's now time to raid this business because people are there. There's enough people there. We can raid them, and then they just go show up. In other instances, they will just send letters to the employer and ask them to provide their employees documents, like verification documents. And they'll be able to do it. So that's just how they do it. All right, let's see here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pin right here. You can see, guys, at the bottom on TikTok, there's a contact form that TikTok just gave us a few weeks ago. So we can use that form to, guys, if you want to book any consultations or whatever, use that form to get in touch with us. So let's talk about the travel ban as well. People are asking questions about the travel ban. There are 12 countries, as I mentioned, on the list. And out of these 12 countries, 12 of these countries are banned completely. 7 are partially banned. And the issue is that, and I made a video about this today. Thanks, guys. People are wondering, well, what happens with these countries that are banned? It means that if you already had a visa before today is the first day. Today is the first day of the travel ban. That's important to mention that. Anybody who's watching it today, Monday, June 9th, is the first day of the travel ban. But if you already had a visa, right, before they announced it, you can still enter the United States. When that visa expires, you're not going to be able to renew it as long as the ban continues. If you have a second passport, so let's say you're from Iran, the country that is on the travel ban, and you have a second passport from Mexico, right? Then you can still come to the United States with your second passport. They're not going to ban you. If you're a green card holder, you're not banned. You can still enter the United States. If you are married to a U.S. citizen and they're applying for you, you're not banned. If you are a refugee or applying for asylum in certain categories, you're not banned, right? But what if you are completely banned on all these requirements? You're not a green card holder, you don't have a second passport, you don't have a visa. How can you still come? There is one exception. It's called the national interest exception. And under this exception, many people back in the old ban, I was able to get them in here, right? How does it work? Well, this exception works if you have, let's say you have a special skill. You work in a company like an engineer or a scientist or somebody that has a particular skill and we need it in the United States. I can argue that we need you to come here and we can bypass this ban, right? If you are an executive company, if you're an athlete, if you're doing something special in your country, we can still we can still get you over here, right? So there are many exceptions to this ban. I'm going to make a separate video on the national interest exception to the ban, and we'll do a separate live on this because many people are wondering. All right, let's get back into the questions. What is happening in LA is wild. God bless us all. Walter is saying, absolutely, guys. What is happening in LA right now is not just an immigration matter, right? It is beyond that. It means that the government can make a decision to enforce certain regulations or stop people from saying things in a particular state, right? So in this case, in Los Angeles, they had the riots. Obviously people were not happy with the way things are handled by ICE, with the fact that they were showing up with their gear, with their guns and all that. And so people are protesting and say, listen, we're not going to accept this in our communities where people are actually being taken from their homes and from their businesses and being shipped away to other states or other countries. They don't want to. They want to make it, obviously obvious that they're not happy about it. But then they bring the National Guard, which escalates this even more, right? So it's like the intention here is not to stop it. The intention here is to even escalate it. And so that is the scary thing here. Like how far are they going with this, and what are they doing? Not being, they don't care that, they're bypassing the rules. They call, like I said, there's things, there are rules, right? There's ways to conduct business. If the government, if the state of California feels that it's out of control, they can ask the government for support. They can send the National Guard. Nothing that bad has happened, right? There were riots. The police is handling it. Why are they sending the troops? Why are they sending the Marines, right? If not to inflame and create even more craziness, right? So I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think it's crazy. Let's see here. Dermot, can we book a call with you guys? Yes, of course. I'm telling you guys. That's why we're here on the live. If you want to, first of all, if you're here on the live and you're watching this on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, you guys need to subscribe and follow my account, right? Follow my account, because you're going to miss all the lives that I do. You're going to miss all the videos if you're not following my account. Second thing, share the live. If you're watching this right now on TikTok, you can share the live right now, and I will call you. I'll feature you on the live. Just go on video, and I'll feature you on the video. Let's get Ola here on video on TikTok, and I'm gonna get more people here on. Lil is asking, how safe is it to file for citizenship right now? It is safe to file for citizenship right now. In fact, cases are going fast right now. They're still 6 to 8 months. In a year from now, they're going to be much slower. So if you're thinking about applying for citizenship, now is the time to do it. You should apply for citizenship right now, because it is going fast. But in a year from now, we have no idea. But it is a good idea to apply for citizenship right now. Ola, where are you from, and what is your question?
Hi, I'm from Sudan.
Is your video working, by the way?
I don't think I can because I don't have a lot of followers.
Okay. So I'm happy that you're here, because you're from Sudan, and Sudan, as you know, is a banned country, right? We have anybody who is in a banned country on this live, please comment and say your country, so we can see how many people from banned countries are on the live. So first of all, are you in Sudan or in the US right now?
No, I'm in the US right now.
Oh, thank you. Very good. Oh my God, that's amazing. So what is your question?
Yeah. So I'm an asylum seeker.
Okay.
I came here as an F1, and there's a war in Sudan currently. I applied for asylum like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Still waiting for the interview. But can I apply for a travel document and go to like somewhere else other than my home country and come back?
Well, I mean, it's a risk. I mean, technically you could do it, right? Because you are, even though you're from Sudan, you still have a travel document, right? What do you have to travel right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So technically,
no, right now I don't have anything, but I would apply for a travel document.
right. So let's talk about it. So, you're from Sudan, or anybody else watching this, you're from the banned countries, you have a travel document, a legal document to travel. If you ask my opinion, I would be very careful to travel, because we don't know, right? We don't have any experience yet with people that are, because the bans just started today, right? So we haven't seen what happens if somebody from a banned country with a visa or a travel document left the US and then tried to come back, right? We don't know. So I'm telling you that it will depend on the port of entry that you're going to go to. It depends on the officer you're going to see. So I don't know. I wouldn't recommend for you to travel, at least for a few months, so we can see what is actually happening and what are the consequences of people that are traveling like that. You know what I mean?
I see.
Yeah. So that's all. I mean, that's all we know, because like I said, we haven't seen what is going to happen. So all we know is what we see.
That's true.
All right. So get your travel document, but don't leave until you know more as to what's happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
Alrighty, thank you so much.
Of course. Thanks, Ola, for being here. Anybody who's watching this and you are from a banned country, type your name of the country and I'll get you on the live to ask you some questions here. But we don't know, right? Right now, we don't know what's going to happen if somebody from a banned country is going to travel. And let's see. Mana says, U visa update. I don't have any updates for U visa except for the fact that they are still long and taking a while to process. And let's see here. I'm gonna pin again the form here, guys. This is the TikTok form that you can use if you want to book a consultation with me, or use the phone number in our bio. Send me a text right now from the bio, or if you're watching this on YouTube, the number is on the screen right now. Send it from like this minute when you're watching the live. Say, hey, Jacob, I'm on the live. I want to book a consultation with you. And it is going to happen because you are here on the live and we will give you priority, guys. That's really what it's all about. Let's see. Anil is on the live. Anil, where are you from? And what is your question? If you have video, please activate your video.
Hi, I'm from Dallas. I'm at work right now, so I can't really put on the video. But
I appreciate that you're watching the live while at work. It's important to get educated, and you're making me a priority. I appreciate it. What is the question? I answer it fast so you can get back to work.
so I got my interview notification, and it's in July. But
Okay.
I have a graduation coming up, so I can't really attend on that date. So when I researched about it, about rescheduling the appointment, I hear like conflicting answers. It could cause like bad issues or something like that. What do you like recommend? Is rescheduling like good if you can't really attend it or not?
Absolutely. If you cannot attend your appointment, you have to reschedule it. It's okay to reschedule at least once, any appointment like that, right? So if you have an immigration appointment and you can't make it, you have to reschedule it at least once, right? I mean, you have to. Oops, I think I lost Anil. Yeah. But the point is that, guys, if you have an immigration appointment, you need to reschedule, right? A no-show is going to be bad for your case, and you will obviously it will be denied, right? So right now we have many cases where people are rescheduling just by calling immigration. You should call the immigration, but also send them a copy of the notice. There's a section usually at the end of the notice with instructions how to reschedule. Always do it twice. Call them and also use the notice and mail it back to them, right? Because right now, remember, the issue is that if your case is denied because of a no-show, especially for a green card interview, right now we have a lot of people that sometimes get denied because they didn't send the right forms, or they didn't respond to the request for evidence, but they did respond, but they didn't get the response. Once the case is denied, you could be placed in removal proceedings. It is that serious right now. So right now, there's no second chances, right? Win is asking, banned country is birth country, but now I hold another citizenship. So what will happen to family petition I-130? So again, if you do have another citizenship, it's fine. You'll be able to use that to enter, and your family petition can still continue. But remember, your family petition is classified for the country of birth, right? So once that is approved, the question is, how will you enter the US, right? And you'll be able to enter with your second passport. Interesting. People don't want to go back to their home countries because of many reasons. Banco is asking, fighting to reopen I-45 and an approved I-130, does this require a fee? Correct. If you are filing to reopen anything, I-130, I-45, you have to pay a fee for the form I-290. They're not going to do it for free. Remember, guys, if you send the application without a fee, after a few months, they'll send you back a denial notice, or they're going to reject the application. because you didn't file the P. So once again, guys, if you're watching this on TikTok, follow my account right now. If you want to get in touch with me, send me a text. My number is in my bio. And most important thing is you see a form at the bottom here. You can use that form because TikTok somehow encourages people to get in touch with us using that special form. And you can use it right now because the form is pinned at the bottom of my screen. Use it, get in touch. Let's get your consultation. And let's see who we're going to get on the live right now. Try to get you guys in the order that you are requesting it. And I will get, let's see here. Haynes, I think, was next. Haynes, where are you from and what is your question? And if you have video, activate your video so we can see you.
Yeah, my name is Heinz. I'm from Columbus, Ohio.
Okay.
I don't have that many followers. That's why my video can't.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Cameroon.
Cameroon. All right. What is your question? And let's see if we can answer.
This is with regards to my wife.
Okay.
So she came in. Yeah, she came. I'm a permanent resident, but my wife came in through the border. That was
She came from where?
From Cameroon.
Where is she coming from? From Cameroon? Okay.
Yes, she came in November 2021, but she was released. She was released with immediately. I've forgotten the terminology that is being used. So then, during her last ICE appointment, she was given a court date for July to appear in court.
Okay.
Yeah, but recently when we checked to confirm the date, her court date, it showed that there was no future hearing.
Okay.
So now I'm kind of like confused on the current situation, whether to go to court on July, but it shows no future hearing. I'm just confused.
Well, I mean, before you go anywhere, you need to make sure you call, you check, verify with the court. They have a phone number. There's a system that tells you when your hearing is, when hearing. So verify that, right? Remember, the key right now is before you go to the hearing, you guys know that they have agents in the courts waiting for immigrants to detain them. They're doing this because they are dismissing cases for any bogus reason. They're saying circumstances have changed and they're dismissing cases. So you need to, first of all, verify when is the hearing. Do not show up to the court unless you know for sure it's happening, and speak to the lawyer before you guys go to have options. The lawyer may be able to reschedule. The lawyer can be prepared to argue with the court in case they want to dismiss the case. You know what I mean? You guys have an attorney?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so make sure you speak with the attorney and discuss these issues with him so he can tell you, A, when is the hearing, and B, what is the plan at the hearing to make sure they're not going to detain your wife. When did she enter the U.S.? Did she enter in the last 2 years or after?
After. That was 2021, November 2021.
Okay, good. So she won't be a high risk for removal right away, but you never know, right? So again, guys, anybody that has hearings in court, okay, if you have a hearing in court in the next few months and you came here less than 2 years ago, you are at high risk. You need to speak with an attorney to figure out ways to reschedule those hearings or do anything to be able to avoid you showing up at that court.
Yeah.
Does it answer your question?
Yeah, because
Okay.
when we checked on the court, the
the phone number there. Okay, yeah. What does it say?
Yeah, the docket, it shows that no future hearings.
Okay. Well, I mean, your lawyer should be able to dig deeper, right? He can call, your lawyer can call the immigration counsel on the court side to find out what's happening. Get him to do the legwork. Don't guess.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank
Perfect.
you so much.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Once again, guys, we are doing this in all 50 states. And now we can also represent clients over the phone. We can help show up at hearings in all states, all cities by phone. They allow lawyers to show up telephonically. I do a lot of these hearings. Once again, you need my help. The number is in my bio on TikTok. And follow me as you watch the live so you don't miss the lives. And if you're watching this on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, I'm putting the number on the screen right now. If you need my help with your cases, do it right now. book your call right now. Paolo is asking, does Visa T require in-person appointments? Well, yeah, they might have an interview for you. Not always. They don't always need you to be in person, but there might be some interviews that require you to show up in person. But you don't need for the adjudication. It's like a U visa. Peter is asking how true it is that if you re-enter the US after deportation, you could face 20 years in jail. You're not going to face 20 years in jail, but you have a lifetime bar, right? Do you think it's a good idea to still travel with the DACA parole? If you don't have any problems, I think you should be fine. And if you're watching this on Instagram, you can send me a DM with your question or try to book a consultation. This is for Casey. Anybody who's watching this on Instagram, you can DM and book a consultation this way as well. All right, let's see who is next online. If you want to join me on video on YouTube, you can do this. New videos are coming up. We're talking about the ICE raids. We're talking about what to do when they come to your house, to your work. It's coming up on YouTube, as well as more videos on TikTok. I feel like I'm just doing videos all day, but I'm still behind on my content. I just came back from New York, by the way, guys. Tech Week in New York, and it's been amazing. I met a lot of you guys there. A lot of our people from YouTube, from TikTok and Instagram were there in New York. I met you at some of the events. If I met you, let me know in the comments. I really enjoyed speaking at the conference that I spoke, talking about immigration for entrepreneurs, and I intend to do more of this. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. I had to ban a few users. We got a few haters in the comments, which I just banned on YouTube. Amazing. That it's a good feeling to ban the haters. All right. I'm already an American citizen, 8 years, but 14 years ago, I went to deportation issues because my boss didn't continue my green card. So my question is, can I travel out of the US? If you're a citizen of the United States, and even if you had problems before that were fixed during the green card process, you should be able to travel. No worries. American citizens are safe. I mean, they can still harass you at the border, but they're not going to detain you. Thanks, Nikita. Nikita, with the gifts, I appreciate you. And if you want to join on the live and ask questions on the live, please do so. Let's ask more questions. Maria, I'm a permanent resident. Am I safe? If you don't have any criminal convictions and you don't have any problems with your green card, you're safe. No worries. If you do have any convictions, then you are not able to travel. Is the U visa safe for now? Yes. Guys, provide some more shares of the live. Share the live more so more people can join us. And right now, like I said, my number is, I know David is asking, but it's right there in my bio. Just go to my bio. There's a phone number. There's screenshot it and send me a text right now to request the consultation. If you do it on the live, you guys get priority and you get 10% off your consultation if you do it at the live. You can't claim it after the live, but if you do it at the live, you are getting it. Silver is asking, according to July 2025 visa bulletin, should I stay with the F1 or F2B India? You're asking this question all the time, but again, it depends. It depends on, because we don't know if F1 is going to be faster than F2B. And that if the priority date is not current yet, why would you change it, right? Let's wait for it to be closer to your date and then make the decision. Don't lose on the F2B. Many of you are joining me right now. We're talking about ICE raids. We're talking about what happens when they come to your home. Guys, remember, the overall consensus is remain silent. Do not sign any documents. You don't know what you're signing. Thanks a lot. I appreciate the hearts. Thanks, Odia. You don't know what you're signing. You could be signing your removal order. You could be signing voluntary departure. Why would you give up your rights? And remember, it's good to have an attorney hired. Like, even if you don't need an attorney right now, it's good for you to have somebody on file because you want to be able to use it G28. If they detain you, you can say, hey, I have an attorney already. And so if you have a G28 on file, they can't ship you out of LA or San Diego or wherever you are located, because what they do is they detain you, they arrest you, and then they ship you to a different state where it's more difficult to fight your case, like Arkansas, like Louisiana, right? It's much more difficult to fight your case, get you a bond if they ship you to a different state. So try to, if you're at risk, work with an attorney already, get a consultation, get that attorney to give you a G28, put them on hold in case you need their services. Like we have a lot of people that retained us, but they don't need anything yet, but we can help them in case they get detained. Right now working with a lot of small businesses, restaurants, trucking companies, we're doing internal audits, preparing their documents in case they get raided by ICE. We are ready. We have all the files ready. We are ready to respond, to negotiate with them so they don't get fined. The government has a new system called Image, where we help employers get registered. So once you're an Image, it's like an E-Verify, then the likelihood of getting a raid is minimized. So I'm doing a lot of work with employers and small businesses all over the country, trying to get them protected, trying to get them safe, because more and more raids are coming. And if we are protected, if we are taking this proactive approach before it happens, then we will be in a much better position. We'll be protected, guys, right? So let's think about that, because there are things you can do to save yourselves, guys, right? Let's see here. There's no justice for you, YouTube. Why don't you answer? I follow you. All right, what is your question? Let's see where you are. Let's see. I don't want to keep people upset because I'm not answering the question, but I don't see a question. Where is your question? I just really don't see a question. Post it again and I answer it. Right? Post it again and answer it. All right. All right, guys, let's take a few more live calls. We've got let's see here. We got Johnson waiting here. Many people are waiting. I'll take you guys in the order I can see it. Again, why am I doing this live earlier? Once again, Joe, let me explain, because people are asking, why am I here 1 hour? Normally, we're here at 5 p.m. Pacific time every week. However, today, I've got an important meeting that's going to happen very soon. So I didn't want to miss the live, and I did it earlier. So hopefully, some of you guys that missed the live, if you missed the live on TikTok, you can go to my YouTube. It stays on the recording, the same live. I do it on all the channels. If you missed it on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, the live is on YouTube. Once I'm finished with this live, it will be recorded. It's right there. So don't worry about it. But Johnson, where are you from? What is your question? Yeah. Let's get as many people as we can. Where are you from?
Nigeria.
Nigeria. Okay.
Yeah. So my wife filed for me a petition of I-130.
Okay. Your wife filed the I-130, and then what?
In US,
yeah.
In California.
Okay. Tell me.
So the last 2 months, they tracked the case. It was showing 14 months.
Okay.
But today I verified it is showing 17 months.
Okay. Well, the reason why is because processing times vary. Processing times vary. They move backwards and forwards. Did you look on the USCIS website? Where did you look?
No, I didn't. I just checked their tracking, their online tracking.
Okay, don't worry about the tracking. That's not accurate. All right. What you need to worry about is the USCIS processing times on their site. All right, and even that is not the most accurate. And remember, even if you, what is your status in the US? What's your status right now?
No, married.
No, but what is your legal status? What's your visa?
No, I don't have a visa. I'm still in Nigeria. My Wi-Fi.
Okay, so you're not here. You're in Nigeria. Yeah. Okay, if you're in Nigeria, remember,
I'm in Nigeria.
The priority date for green card holders is about 2 years. You understand? So
yeah.
Even when did she file for you? She filed for you when? Last year?
Last year, December.
Okay, so last December. Right now, the processing time is 2 years and 3 months. So you still have 1.5 years to wait, minimum. Do you understand? Because
yeah, is it the regular process time? Because I have a friend that is in the United States. Her own case
it's different. It's different than your friend in the United States. You're not in Nigeria. If you're married to a green card holder, and you're not in the United States, the processing time is over 2 years because you have to wait for the visa bulletin to become current. Does it make sense?
Okay.
Right?
Everything.
Yeah, you have time. You have to go to the visa bulletin. The visa bulletin controls when people are getting the green card unless they are married to a U.S. citizen. Everybody else, they're on the priority list. Okay? Go to the visa bulletin, look for F2A category, and you'll see that right now they're processing 2 years. It's 2 years they're working on.
Okay.
Okay? Make sense?
Okay. Thank you.
Of course. So guys, remember, if you are overseas, right? Let's give you his example. He's married to a green card holder. She filed for him a year ago in November of last year. It's not even a year ago. That F2A category right now is about 2 years processing, which means that there's no visas available for spouses of green card holders unless something else changes. It's 2 years. It's not about how immigration in the US is going to process it. It's whether you have a visa number available for you right now and you don't have one. All right, let's see. We've got a lot more questions here, guys. Everybody who's following me right now, who's watching the live, please follow my account as well so you don't miss our daily videos. I post a video literally every day, and I'm going to put a challenge to post multiple times a day. I'm going to try to do my best. I want to get to 3 times a day because there's so much information that we need to distribute. I'll do my best to try to do that. The visa bulletin just came out, and I will do a video about it, hopefully tomorrow, and I'll analyze it. Correct. Exactly. I didn't have a chance to do it today, but I will do it in the next couple of days. If I'm already have a green card, do I have to update with SSN office? The USCIS didn't send me a new one. So if you had a visa and then you got a green card, you should update the immigration office about your new Social Security, about your new status as a green card holder, for sure. Quick question: what is the? Let's see here. I'm still waiting for my renewal, but it's been expired. Am I safe or? Well, if you apply for a renewal, you probably have that receipt, and the receipt is what your status is. Okay, here you go. My case, 55,000. Could you think my visa bulletin will reach for me? Will be risky for my case. I don't know. I'll have to look at the new visa bulletin. It literally just came out today, so I haven't had a chance to review it, but I will review it. Let's see. On Instagram, we have a lot of people watching. Mawuko, appreciate you, Mawuko. How true is it if you enter the United States and re-enter, you'll be barred? It is true. It is true. So again, anybody who's watching this on Instagram as well, share the live, and also make sure you follow my account so you don't miss these videos because we post them every single day. Medina says, I passed my K1 interview on April. Everything is done, and now I'm waiting for my visa. I'm from Afghanistan. Will the travel ban impact? Yes, absolutely. So even though you passed your interview, you still don't have your visa. So it is very interesting to see what they're going to do. It depends. Maybe they will let you slide because you already had the interview before the ban started. But since you don't have the actual visa in your passport, K1 visas are also banned under this this proclamation. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you because you already had your interview, but it happened before the ban, and you don't have the physical visa. I don't know if it was already issued or they're working on it. You might still be able to slide, to be honest with you. But let me know if you get it. You know, it's a very interesting question. Somebody that had their visa interview before the ban was initiated, but they didn't have their visa yet. They don't have their visa yet. Will they still be able to get it? That's a great question. We don't know that. Alan says, a coworker is Ukrainian with a visa that ends next year. He got a chance to renew it or not. If he's inside the United States, he's not going to be able to renew his TPS or parole, but he'll be able to transfer to something else. A lot of my Ukrainian clients are moving to EB1A or O1 visas or any other high-skill visas that they might be qualified for. And it may be something that they will try to do. Let's see here. Emmanuel says, it's my favorite YouTube show for now. I appreciate you. I appreciate your number. Victor, is the text number same for calling your team? I believe you can call the text number. But let me see. Yes, I believe it is true. You can. But you can text. It's probably quicker to get a response from our team. All right, guys, let's see. Anybody who fills the form is pinned at the bottom. You can fill the form and get a consultation with me on TikTok. Let's see here. Can you talk about DACA? From Gini. Guys, I mentioned before, guys, about DACA. Very simple. The ruling of the Fifth Circuit, they didn't rule on the matter, so they're going to return it to the judge in Texas. What is going to happen is that only people from Texas are not going to be able to get work permits. Everybody else will be. And also, people that are applying for DACA for the first time will be able to apply for DACA for the first time. We are waiting for the court to give us that ruling. And let me see here. We can see the comments on the screen here. Let's see, guys. How long does it take for spouse visa to process right now? If it's from overseas, guys, it's taking 2 years. Inside the United States, it's taking about 10 months. All right, let's take another video call right here. 601 waiver. 601 waivers are taking a while, guys. 601, thanks, CEO. Appreciate you. You come back every week. I remember you. But we have a lot of other people who are waiting, and I want to make sure I take all people that I can based on the order that they watch this show. I'm going to take Val next on YouTube. And what is your name and where are you from?
Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you, absolutely. Where are you from?
Hi, actually, I'm in Brooklyn, New York.
Oh my God, I was just there 2 days ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was the whole week in New York. Brooklyn, we went to Dumbo, we went to this whole area. What is your name, by the way?
My name is Olga.
Olga, perfect. Is your video working, Olga, or no?
My video is working, but actually it's my first time I'm in a stream, so I'm sorry.
No worries.
May
Are you following my account already, or you just showed up here from the?
Yeah, no, I listen to your videos every time.
Okay, thank you so much.
I have time.
Perfect. Somebody's asking in the comments if you're Russian.
Actually, I'm not Russian. No, I'm Ukrainian, but I'm not from Ukraine.
She's not Russian, and she's from Ukraine. I'll answer your question. All right, perfect. What is your legal question?
So my legal question is it safe to travel abroad for a few weeks having just travel documents?
So I answered this question before to somebody else that asked that question, and I said it's hard to say because right now things are very, very soft, very, very fragile. The travel ban just started today. People at the border are very, I would say that they're very cautious as to how they do things. So I would say this: you should travel if you really have to. Like if you really there's emergency, you need to see somebody who's ill.
I pay taxes, huge money.
Yeah.
I work. I'm not criminal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't have really anything in your background.
No.
So I think, honestly, if you need to go, you should go. People that have problems, they shouldn't travel, but I think you should be fine.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate.
Good luck. The travel issues are worried. People are worried about the travel issues. Many people were U.S. citizens. naturalized are worrying. We have a lot of green card holders. I get so many questions from green card holders. We're doing an ebook. I'm going to do an ebook. I'm going to release it very soon with all the travel instructions for green card holders. But it's crazy. Like, imagine you have a green card for 15 years. You had a small misdemeanor 20 years ago, and if you travel, they can stop you at the airport and put you in prison. It's crazy. So, I think it's just crazy that what is happening. Any update on 751s from Vic? 751s are taking a long time right now, guys. Let's see. Okay, let's see. They're taking about 3 years right now. I just have my green card. Can I travel? Yes. If you don't have criminal records, you can. My husband's about to complete 10 years outside of the United States. He has 2 years. Can I get I-130 and 12 now? If he's done the 10 years outside of the country, so essentially it's like the ban. If he's done the ban, he's done with it. Okay. If he's done with it, then yeah, you should be able to apply for him, get him the 212, which is permission to reapply, all the good stuff. Yeah. Anybody who needs to apply for 601 waiver, 601A waiver, now is the time to do it, because yes, they're a little bit slow, but the approval rates is insane. It's over 85% for waiver. So if you're married to a citizen and you're undocumented, and right now with all these crazy raids, this is the best thing you can do to fix your papers. On Instagram, Casey is asking, can any business sponsor DACA recipient, and do you need to have a high education? Yes, you need to have a bachelor's degree to get sponsored. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't think there's any way currently, but I'm asking and I'll put the answers. Can you change your pending asylum case to EB2? Yes, you do. You can change your pending asylum to EB2, but it depends when you got your asylum. How did you get your asylum? Were you in legal status when you got your asylum? Because again, what is the point of changing your staff to an EB2 if you can't change your status in the United States at the end? You know what I'm saying? If you can finish the process here because you overstayed, then what's the point of doing the EB2? You know what I mean? So every case is different. But some people, they transition from asylum to self-petitions. I've done this before. All right, let's see. We've got Arius. Anybody who's joining right now, remember, guys, the number in my bio is designed for you guys. Use that number to send me a text right now from the live, because it's the best way you can actually get an appointment with me. If you do this from the live right now, the number is in my bio. Send me a text and say, hey, I see you on the live. Let's do it. All right. Arias, where are you from and what is your question?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm from Nigeria, and my question is about travel.
Okay.
I have a visitor visa, and
But are you in Nigeria right now, or?
Yes, currently in Nigeria.
Okay, got it. All right, tell me.
Yes. So I visited the US during the Christmas and New Year break, and I spent 2 months.
Okay.
And I would like to visit again sometime towards the end of this year.
Okay.
I just wanted to be sure when, because I spent 2 months, when do you think is the best time to travel again to visit the US?
I mean, you were here in November, right? Now we are in June. So I think you're good. I mean, you can come anytime right now. And you didn't spend that.
Yeah, I was here from the 3rd of December to the 31st of January. So that's about 2 months.
It's not that bad. Not bad at all.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, you can come back now. I mean, like I said, as long as you prove that you're going to return, you're going to have your flight back and all the things they want to see, I think you should be okay.
Okay. I'm just a little bit scared with everything I'm seeing on the news.
Yeah. Just make sure you have a flight coming back within, let's say, short amount of time, not 2 months, but let's say 2 weeks. You can always extend that stay if you need.
Okay.
And make sure you show that you have ties to your home country.
Yes, I do. Thank you so much.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. So there's a lot of questions about travel. People are worried about travel, and I agree. I mean, I think right now, guys, you got to be very vigilant when you travel. You have to understand where you're going, what documents you take with you. If you're a green card holder, you spend a little bit of time overseas. Be careful. If you had any problems with the police before, it's a different world. They have a lot of power at the borders, and you are at risk if you don't know what to do, how to prepare. So it's important to be informed. Like, as long as you know what to do, then you should be good. Let's see here. Is it safe to go to an ICE check-in that came 2 years and 3 months ago? I would be very careful. I need you to speak with an attorney in your area before you go to this ICE check-in, because many people are being detained. What is this ICE check-in? If you go through the immigration process, you're going through the court system, you have to go and report to ICE. This has been the case for years, and people would just show up for the check-in, sign, and leave. Right now, people are being detained, especially if they've been here less than 2 years. So before you go to a check-in, talk to an attorney, assess the risks, understand what's going to happen to you if you go to this check-in. Can I travel if I'm in the process of removal of conditions of my green card? Absolutely. When you have a removal of conditions, you have a form. It extends your status for another few years. It is a legal form to work and travel, which you can use. Conditional green card holders can travel, guys. Don't be scared. If you're a conditional green card holder, you can still travel. Don't be scared, as long as you have a good background, right? Is it a good time to apply for VAWA? I mean, if you qualify for VAWA, why not, right? VAWA will help you get a green card if you meet the requirements. We help a lot of our clients get VAWA. If you've been abused in a relationship, married to a U.S. citizen, or abused by a child, a U.S. citizen child, you can apply for VAWA. People do that all the time. It's a good benefit. And if you meet the requirements, then you can do it. I mean, why not? I would do it if you meet the requirements. All right, guys, let's take one more person on the video here, and then I will have to end the live, because I told you guys I started a little bit early today because I have meetings afterwards. And so I will do my best to go back on another live this week. I hope I can do it on Thursday. Again, I'll do another live on Thursday here. But for today, I will have to end this live. Unfortunately, like I said, I know there's plenty of questions, but this live is recorded on YouTube. If you came too late and you want to know what happened in the beginning, it is all recorded on YouTube. Just go to my YouTube channel, and it's all there. All the lives that I do every week are recorded on YouTube, so you can check it out. Yes. All right, guys, I appreciate you all. And Emmanuel is asking, can I still file for a Fiance visa? You can file for a Fiance visa if your country is not, you're partially banned. Partially banned, you should still be able to do it. Get in touch with me and I will help you guys. And once again, before we end the live, there's a form here. You can fill this form. Let me pin it, and I'm going to pin it back. Pin this form, put your information there and the number in my bio. Use that number, guys, and send me a text right now. Take advantage. And those of you watching the live on YouTube, send me a text from the screen. I'm here every single Monday at 5 p.m. normally, Pacific time. Today we're just a little bit earlier, but I'm always here at 5 p.m. Monday for the live. Ask questions. I'll be back here next week, but I'll do another live probably later this week, depending on what happens with immigration. Everything is crazy stuff. All right, guys, see you later. We were live before I think I was live on Friday night as well, because that's when the travel ban was announced. All right, guys, have a nice rest of your day. I'll see you later this week.